Reggae music, one of the most influential types of music ever created. With icons like Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown, and greatest of all, Bob Marley, its influence is still felt up to this day.
Today we're heading off to NW10, which is the postcode for Harlesden. Harlesden is one of the most dangerous areas in London. It's considered, together with Brixton, one of the bad boys of England. It's an area with a high gun and knife crime, but it's also been named the reggae capital of London. So we are now in Harlesden and we are about to meet up with Gelano, roots reggae selector. He's a reggae expert, he knows everything about reggae music, but not only that, he also has his own show on Excellent Radio and he's also a producer. So last time I saw you, we were in Wembley, and you were doing a radio show on Roots Lab International.
That's right, that's right.
So what are you doing now?
Well, right now, I'm no longer on Roots Lab International. I'm now on Excellent Radio. I'm on every Sunday between the hours of 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. playing all different genres of reggae music, whether it's roots reggae, dancehall, lovers rock, revival, dub,
yeah,
80s,
all kinds. Because you're
stuff.
specialized in, especially in the 60s, 70s and 80s,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes, late 60s, 70s and 80s, yeah.
Gelano, your shows have always been epic. I mean, you always have followers from all over the world. America, Africa, Australia, all over Europe.
Yeah.
Do you still have this big following even on your new radio station?
Yes, I got some new following, you know, from those same countries you mentioned, but a lot from Brazil now, and like Poland and Italy.
Harlesden is also considered the London capital of reggae.
It was years ago, yes.
Years ago?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we had loads of record stores, loads of record shops in Harlesden. Yeah, I mean, I can't even think the amount of record shops that was in Harlesden.
Was there many musicians as well?
Well, it's more like record stores, and there was bands around Harlesden as well. Plus, you had Jetstar Phonographics in Harlesden. So all the artists come from Jamaica will go to Jetstar to see how their records do, because that was the main distributor of reggae music. Plus, you had all the record shops around the area.
So there is an historic record shop here,
Yes.
Starlight Records.
That's right.
That's been around since forever, isn't it?
Yeah, from the 70s. From when I was growing up, I saw it there, from the 70s.
Could you take us there?
Yeah, sure.
I would love to chat a little bit to the owner.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
go.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, how you doing?
You're right,
bro?
Dave. Good to
Yeah,
see you.
man.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man.
Bless,
Good to
bless.
see you. Popsy, this is Hyam.
Nice to meet you,
This is
Popsy.
Popsy.
I am really honored to meet you. You know, when people Google Starlight Records, your name always come up. So I'm really pleased to be here with you today. And can you tell us a little bit about the history of the shop?
Well, we actually started about 40 years ago. Like I said before, this was part of the Trojan Records that now Sanctuary, like the big organization. This used to be one of the retail side of Trojan. We used to supply the rest of the shops. We had like 32 shops.
Wow.
Every borough we had a shop in, you know.
That's incredible.
Yes, and now the vinyl is starting to
Pick up again.
So, but it's more expensive than before.
Well, of course, because
You
now
know,
they are a rarity.
Yes, but every so often you get a new guy that comes up, and for instance, that spiritual it's just on the scene probably about a year now, but he's a cross between Burning Spear and Culture. Duke Reid and Studio One used to be the two top producers in Jamaica early. They're the pioneers in the reggae music, and no, most of their stuff, well, Studio One stuff never stopped selling.
Yeah, true.
You know.
So Gelano, you know everything about reggae.
Okay.
So when people are not fans of this style of music.
Okay.
They maybe don't know so much about it. They
Okay.
maybe just know about Bob Marley.
Yeah.
So can you guide us through the main styles of reggae and maybe make an example of I don't know,
Artists.
some artists?
Okay, like you have roots reggae, right? You know, the Rasta and consciousness, talk about reality, what's happening in the world, you know, social conscious music. You got artists like Barry Brown and Burning Spear,
Yeah.
those types of artists. Then you got Lovers Rock, like Rudy Thomas, you know, love songs, and Gina Addy Bamboo. Then you have the dancehall style from the 80s, like Johnny Osborne used to sing a lot of dancehall, like Junior Reid, you know, those types of artists there. Then you got the DJ style of dancehall, you know, like Shabba Ranks and Beanie Man, those, you know, those types. Then you got like the new style bashment, dancehall bashment, like Capleton,
Yeah.
Capleton, and you got like, you know, Vibes Cartel, those types.
So in these 40 years, especially back in the days, did you meet any famous musician coming here in the store?
Oh yeah, well, Mike. Believe it or not, I am a very, very, very close friend. I was a very with Bob. Well, but Bob used to
Bob
come.
Marley.
Yeah.
Bob the King.
Yeah.
We're talking about him.
Dennis, John Holtz was before he passed away. The Saturday he was here with me all day, and the next Sunday he passed. But I mean the whole all the big artists. Well, before I refurbished, the whole of that side used to be the Wailers. It used to be like a memorial thing to the Wailers, you know.
So I have asked you to bring 3 records that are your favorite.
Okay.
Can you show them to us
Okay, sure.
and tell us also why they are your favorite records? So what we've got, show it to the camera.
This one is by Philip Fraser. This was called Come Ethiopians. A lot of the
You
tracks on
played
the,
a lot on the radio. This one is a great album. Yeah. Fantastic.
my favorite track is called John Saw Them Coming. Yeah, but there's other tracks that's good. Produced in the 70s by Bertrand Brown and mixed by King Tubby's. And here you hear King Tubby's mixing going on, and it's really nice, you know. Nice strong roots tracks, you know.
What we got?
And this one is Frankie Paul. This is one of his first albums. Very, very strong roots, very heavy roots tracks. Produced by Soul Syndicate. Yeah. A lot of tracks here like African Princess, The Right Time, and Mr. Bubbler Man. Those tracks are standout tracks in that album. That was also mixed at King Tubby Studio. And the last one is Horace Andy. This was also voiced and mixed at King Tubby Studio, and the band was the Soul Syndicate. Same band who done the Rich and Poor album.
So these are Jay Leno's top 3 albums of all time.
Yeah.
No Bob Marley in there, I'm sorry.
But like I said, I work with John Holt. I've worked with Dennis Brown.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I would like I said, I was like Bob Marley's. I'm even one of his son. I'm his godfather to one of his sons.
Really?
Yeah, Julian.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what kind of person was Bob in real life? Because we all know him, you know, from his videos, from his music.
But a lot of people is quite, when I say shy, it is not a very outspoken, I mean, you know, it's... But
Somebody
he's
quite introvert.
He wasn't one that, and the clubs and those sort of things. In the early days, we went to a club called Tramps, which was like, I was saying to him, listen, you have to start going to these sort of places. I'll show your face so the actual international world will know, you know. And we actually went to a place called Tramps in the West End there. And we met up with Ginger Baker and all those guys, you know, and they were so surprised to see Bob in a club like, Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And also, you know what I want to ask you about Dennis Brown? Because I read on the internet that he actually lived here in Harsden for some years of his
Yes,
life.
yeah, well, he actually, my cousin, Desmond, he brought Dennis here, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, so Dennis, that time he was with Trojan.
Yes,
the
yes,
Trojan,
yes,
But you
yes.
know where Trojan is, it's used to be, you know where the courthouse is, that big, the big magistrate, all that building, that used to be Trojan house.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So when Dennis came up as a 15-year-old, he came. My cousin actually brought him up and signed him to Trojan, and you know, and rented. He had to rent his flat, and used to get like a weekly wages, and you know, this so forth. But yeah, Dennis now, then he. After he growing up, he started backwards and forwards, back to Jamaica and all over. But he got married and lived over in Tottenham, North London. Yeah. But I was one of the last person to actually work with him in the studio before he passed away. Yeah.
Oh.
'Cause you know the single I just put out, the single I put out.
And people say that Jelano looks a lot like Dennis Brown.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, you know.
You maybe are distant relatives.
No. You know that West Indian place that Popsy mentioned?
Yeah,
In
is
shop?
it this
Yeah,
one?
That's the one, yeah.
Sweet Jam Rock Caribbean Takeaway.
Yeah, that's the one.
You know what? Let's go eat something. I'm starving.
Oh, yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, if I take you back in the day, like in the 70s and 80s, what you had the sound system playing the like this 7-inch 45s. They play the first side, the vocal, and they turn it over, and you have the DJ chatting lyrics on the rhythm, yeah. Or they get the dub plate, you know, and they play the tune. And the dub plates then was like pre-release. They were like pre-release tracks, but mixed exclusively for the sound at the studio.
So yeah. So did you used to go back in the days to these reggae dances?
Yeah, I prefer it back in the day.
Back in the days,
because,
I know.
like, as I said, the style totally changed. It was like the selector with one turntable, playing the tune, then you turn it over, and he gets the DJ to talk lyrics on
That's
it.
cool.
And sometimes like, they play a couple, you know, and 3 or 4 people DJ on the rhythm, like one after the other.
So now, Stinky Groovy, it's a little silly game that we have on the show.
Okay.
I'm gonna read some crazy scenarios that maybe they won't make any sense to you, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you like what you hear,
Okay.
say groovy.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, say stinky.
Okay.
All right, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, scenario number 1. You win £10,000 at the lottery
Yeah.
and blow it all in one night,
Yeah.
partying in Las Vegas in the best night of your life.
Okay.
Stinky or groovy?
Stinky.
One-way ticket to Jamaica.
Groovy.
You start a relationship with a very beautiful woman and find out she's Donald Trump's daughter.
Stinky.
People on the street mistaking you for Dennis Brown.
Groovy.
Jay-Z asks you to sign up on his label, so you will become very famous, but the price to pay is to join his secret society.
Stinky.
Free TV for life, but the only channel you will be able to watch is MTV.
Stinky.
Free pizza for the rest of your life, as long as that's what you're gonna have for lunch for the rest of your days.
Stinky.
Britney Spears falls in love with you and invites you to live with her in the USA.
Stinky.
Serena Williams hits on you, but you are already married.
Groovy.
So you discover you have the power to communicate with snakes, but that also means that every time you are near one, they will crawl all the way up to you to have a chat. Stinky or groovy?
Stinky.
Jelano doesn't seem to like almost anything of what I'm saying. I wonder why. Oh, stinky! So now we are gonna play a game. It's this groovy challenge, and this type of challenge that Jelano is gonna go through. Basically, I call it the singing whisper challenge. Okay? So we do 3, 2, 1, go. No woman no cry.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it. No woman, no cry.
Yeah, okay. Could you be loved?
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it. Could you be loved?
Okay.
You really got me there. I don't know.
It's Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
As if I know Britney Spears. Come on, man. My name is Jay Lana, and I challenge the next guest to sing a Bob Marley song of their choosing.
Jelano, thank you so much for the wonderful day here in Asden. Thank you for sharing your knowledge of reggae music. It's been amazing to have you on the show.
It's been a pleasure, much appreciated. I really enjoyed myself today.
Me too. We all had a great time. So Jelano, have you got any final words for our viewers?
Oh yeah, okay. You catch me, Jay Lana, at my Happiness Worldwide stall, at my record stall, every Sunday at Vauxhall Market between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Then later on in the evening, Sunday evening, you catch me on Excellent Radio between the hours of 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. Monday morning, playing the best in reggae music.
So guys, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and see you next time. Stay locked, stay tuned for more It's Groovy.